Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. I hope you're very well. It's 20 to 8, and yeah, I can see a trade developing here this morning, so we'll get started in a moment. I'll press pause for a second. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here is shorting the Aussie dollar this morning, and it's interesting actually because I shorted the Aussie dollar yesterday. So I'll show you. See this minus 208. I'm not showing you all the information today. I don't want to show you all the positions, but this minus 208 is the Aussie dollar short that I had from yesterday afternoon. I think the analysis was okay. It's just the timing was probably out. So I'm giving the Aussie dollar another shot. Why am I giving it another shot? We're going to negative momentum. We've been diverging on the higher time frames. Great trend up, but we're diverging now. So I'm happy to short it. So that's what I'm up to here on the Aussie. And where am I going to pick a level though? Because I don't have anything too specific. I could be really patient and wait based on the 4 hour chart, but um, we might never get an entry if it didn't set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a unit in now and then look to add to this position if the Aussie dollar retraces up. Okay, so I'm going to put a unit in now just to make sure I'm in because I want to be in. So there we go, short Aussie dollar right now. We've got some negative momentum on the hourly. We are into some support on the hourly, into the hourly 20, but that's been tested before. And so yeah, I want to at least make sure I'm in with a unit. Now, as far as targets are concerned, as far as stops are concerned, I'm going to be putting the stops up at the overnight highs. And as far as targets are concerned, I'm looking for a run ultimately down to around about 75 or so. So yeah, so might be a little bit lower, might be a little bit higher. Depends on how long it takes. So that's so we're looking at. I've got in at 57, haven't I? And putting a stop up, I can see it's around about 88 by looks of things. Is that right? Let me just double check that off screen. Yep, stop up about 88. So I've got a 30 pip stop and it's about just under a 60 pip target. Okay, so but hopefully I can get another entry if we can get a retracement. That'll be nice as well. So bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and one thing I've forgotten to mention, forgotten to do, was I'm talking here, as always, I'm here with the guys in the trading room, and I don't know why I'm pointing, because you can't see. You might be able to just about make out the trading room. If I swing this camera around, maybe you can see the trading room, which the people are about here. Okay, and so what I've done here, sorry, with the traders is we took a second position. We added at the 8 a.m. pivot, which is this black line here on the chart. You can just about make it out here. So we've put a second position in on against that, and you can see it's now running down for me. Now I'm looking for make this a bit bigger, and I'm looking for this black line down here, which is the daily pivot. As the first target. So, but ultimately, remember, I've got the target way down about 75 area. So, a first target will be this black line, which is the main daily pivot. So, if we get down there, then that's where I'll be. So, that's around about 75.42. So, I put the add in at 65. I'll show you the account in a minute. The add in is at 65. So, it'd be about 23 pips down to that level. But the bigger run is the effectively it'll be about 50 odd pips down to the bigger target, which is based on the 4 hour charts. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll press pause for now whilst we're waiting to see if the Aussie can do this little run here whilst we're watching this morning. Okay, we're just coming into the first target here, so I'm going to be banking this first half as we're coming on the pivot. There we go, just hit it. So first target's just been hit there. I closed it at physically, what level did I just get? 43. So we're in at 65. Got 22 pips there on that first target. But the main target is down sort of. Like I said, I'm having to guess because it's based on the 4 hour charts. So if I bring up the 4 hour time frame, It's down here, this white line on the 4-hour charts, you see, and obviously for every 4 hours that goes, it's going to be moving up. And that's why I'm guessing around about 75. So I'm going to be out this afternoon. So in fact, I'm going to put a limit order in now. I'm going to put the limit order in now on that one at it's defaulted to 75.08 then, has brought it up, but I'm going to put it in. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this properly, and I'm going to see how much the 87, I still can't see. Okay, so I'm going to put it in at 75.03. Yeah, that will do. 03, 75.03. So it'd be about, what was the entry on that? That was from the original position was at 57. So let's have a look here. Let's bring it up. So this is the Aussie dollars. So remember I had that loss from yesterday, so I can't really include that in today's trading, so because that's yesterday. So just banked £179, and in the open position we're up £102. Okay, so but obviously if this runs all the way down another 40 pips, then from where we are, then it's going to be a reasonable little day here for the Aussie dollar trade. So just a case of playing a wait and see game on this one. So it's got to come all the way down here based on the 4-hour chart. So I would suspect late this afternoon. Obviously we've got Trump being inaugurated today, so maybe now that news is either going to shove the Aussie dollar all the way back up again, in which case I've sort of paid for the trade by having this taken this first half. Pretty much paid for the trade. I'll have a look at the stop management. I might be able to move the stop down a few pips because this type of trade it is. But no, I can't actually. So, but the trade will overall be paid for if it goes up. So I'm not too fussed about that. So it's just a case of then just waiting on it and seeing if it comes down to that level. And it could take a while. So there we go. Anyway, right, I'll press pause for now. Right, just at this point here, this is the hourly chart of this Aussie dollar here. So this is an hourly chart. So remember we got in this morning up in this zone up here, and up in this zone as well actually. But that one unit has obviously been taken off. So it's coming off. We've got this wonderful, and part of the reason for the trade as well is this wonderful trend line that you can probably see here. It's part of it anyway on the 4-hour chart. This is the 4-hour 50 down here, which is ultimately the target. If I take this back to an hourly chart, this is when the typical sort of situation arises where traders will be like, right, okay, I'm up, however many pips now from the first entry, 20 odd pips as well. Right, I'm going to start to trail my stop down and over manage the position. And or start looking for other reasons to take profits maybe a little bit earlier. So if you've got a target and you've done your analysis, and that analysis was for the targets that you've done, then you've got to try and run it to those targets. There are certain times when you might not. If there's like major news coming out, you might opt not to. But just remember, if you're trading a specific strategy, and this is based on a strategy, then when you do all your testing isn't based on news. Your testing doesn't take into consideration news events that came out. So you should stick with the testing. So whether this comes all the way up or not, is beside the point. The testing, and having a trust in the methodology that you're having. So so as far as stop trading is concerned, some strategies and some methods and some types of trade that I'll take, I will start trading a stop down. But today I don't think it's really that warranted. I could move it down probably a few pips up here, but let's have a quick look and remind myself on the 4-hour chart. Not really actually. Looking at the 4-hour chart, keep reminding myself. So no. So it's a really good example of just saying nope. I have to leave this, because on the 4-hour chart, we come back to the 4-hour chart, there's nothing to say that this what this market couldn't come all the way back up into this zone on the 4-hour chart and then roll over into early next week. This is based on the 4-hour charts. It doesn't have to come straight down for this 4-hour 50. So it could be that we bounce up today and then come all the way back up, and I'll happily hold this over the weekend. So again, if I trail my stop, all that happens is, yes, I feel good about it today because it comes up, and let's say I get trailed out at break even, and all that happens is it then rolls back over on Monday, and I've ultimately missed out on those extra pips. So I think hopefully a good little learning point there. But I'm pretty much I'm not leaving just yet. I'm still here with the traders in the room. But there's nothing more to talk about this Aussie dollar here this morning. So I'll pretty much take up this video again when I get back later today.